Or join the conversation on Facebook by going to Facebook and doing a quick search for BCN Talk. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, very important. This segment was brought to us in part by Gilded Pendulum, streamlining today's info in a high-speed, real-time world. Call Dominic, 702-674-6113. And now I think the moment is here. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, she's fired up. This is like it's like she's ready for WrestleMania right now.
You should have seen the look on her face when Becky told her her picture was now pasted all over Facebook.
Well, here she is, the one, the only, Heather Wilde, CTO of ROCeteer.
Hey, guys.
Hey, did you find the place okay?
Oh, well, I was doing donuts in the parking lot for a bit. It was
Nice.
quite fun down there.
Nice. Oh, cross-studio high five on that one. Nice.
Smell the burning rubber in the evening.
Nice. So, okay, unlock the mystery. Either Gil owes me $5 or I owe Gil $5. CTO, what is that? Chief Technology or Chief Training Officer?
Chief Technology Officer.
Yes!
Yeah.
Score!
I guess, I should have known because one of the questions here was the Vegas Tech Fund and Downtown Project. I'm like, Technology Officer.
Yep. Hey,
it sounds more impressive than Training Officer, trust me.
Well, you know what? I've never actually won anything in my life, so, I mean, that right there, that's a first, and I've got BCN Talk to thank for that, so my career is really taking off now. Okay, so Heather, give us a little bit of background. We always like to understand, pardon the phraseology, but the man behind the curtain. Okay, so give us some background, some roots. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from New York City, actually.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Now the city, or are you from like?
Actually, the city. I was born in Staten Island.
Wow.
I won't hold that against you. Okay.
I don't think I've ever met one of you.
Oh, well, no. Hey, Halteman's Bakery, still there.
Hey.
After
A real
86
New Yorker.
years. Yeah, I'm totally.
Nice.
That's cool.
Totally
Actually, it's really neat, actually. So
Yeah.
Now, I heard a rumor, okay? I'm not going to play truth or dare, but I will play true or false.
Right.
True or false? You've been on Broadway.
I've been to Broadway. No.
Nice.
I have auditioned for plays on Broadway. Yes.
Very
Wow.
cool. So it's kind of both.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That was a curveball. I didn't expect that.
cool.
Let me cross out my next question. And no, that's cool. Okay. So I mean, were you always into technology? Kind of walk us through it. So born and raised New York City. What got you into technology?
Well, I got my first computer when I was 8, and this was a gift from my father for moving us to New Jersey out of New York.
Boy, he should have bought you a computer for that.
Yeah.
And a pony.
Well, so I was very upset, so I took the whole thing apart.
Oh, nice.
And then
That's
I saw
awesome.
my father was very upset.
And so you put it back together.
So I put it back together, and then I learned how to program it, and I've just been in love with technology ever since. I learned how to solder. I learned how to do all sorts of things.
Wow.
It's really cool.
Nice.
So, I mean, your accomplishments and accolades, I got to admit, I feel like a sniveling little boy next to you. I mean, you've done some really major things. I know that you don't particularly care when people talk you up too much. So I purposely didn't write any of the major accomplishments down. I figured, you know what, you'll talk about what you're comfortable talking about, so you could be comfortable and relaxed during this. So walk us through it. Where'd you go to school?
I went to school. I first went to school at the University of Alabama in Huntsville.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
There you go.
With the Tad on it. I went there because it was a NASA school. So it's all funded by NASA, and I was training there for astronautics. And then,
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there anything you don't do?
Because of medical issues, unfortunately, I couldn't be an astronaut. So then I went on to I decided to get a degree in liberal arts instead of astronautical engineering. So then I switched over to St. John's College in Annapolis, Maryland.
We're going to have to do a show about that one, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
From aeronautics to liberal.
Well, I'd learned all my life up until then, people had been programming me like a computer with what to think. But I didn't know I wasn't a complete person. So
I'm impressed.
So I just had to make that decision to reset. So I hit that power button, and then I rebooted, and I went to St. John's, and I had literally the best experience of my life. It was relevatory.
Cool.
And then I went to Cambridge in England and also got some more fun stuff over there.
Boy, wow.
Yeah. That's one I want to hear more about, Cambridge. I mean, what was that like?
Cambridge was pretty awesome. Like, I was in a program kind of where they put all of the foreign people.
Oh, that sounds nice.
All you?
Yeah, it was basically like us and then them.
Wow.
So I was studying medieval British literature.
Oh, wow.
In England, on kind of a work study program, and mostly correspondence. But when I was over there, I got to just go around England, like, and see
the real England.
Yeah, see
explore and.
Yeah, it was
immersed.
wonderful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Cool. I've been to London. I went to London. I was in the Navy. We only spent a couple of days. So.
Well, now, it's actually funny that you mentioned Navy because I do believe that there's a common denominator here.
Really?
Yeah, there is.
See, I don't know as much about you this week, so you guys are a mystery. Okay, what's the common denominator? You got me hanging here, man.
Okay, I'm gonna use a word. I'm gonna say microcontrollers.
Right?
Oh, yes. So while I was...
She's done so much. You got to, remind her.
Well, yeah, you got to jog my memory on what I've done, because this was 20 years ago. While I was at St. John's, I was working at the Naval Research Labs in Washington, D.C.
Well, you did pretty good. I'm talking to her husband.
So, yeah.
We're going to get to that.
So I got a job at the Naval Research Labs, and I was going to school during the day and then over at NRL at night.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
That is really cool. Well, let's fast forward a little bit. I don't want to leave anything too major out, but I want to make sure that we talk about ROCeteer. But before we cut to break here, so let's skip ahead to I would believe a pinnacle point in your career, Evernote.
Yes. So when Evernote was being founded.
And just for the record, let's just quickly explain what and who Evernote is.
Oh, Evernote is it is a note-taking software. It's your external brain. It's an amazing company. It's life-changing for people that are into getting things done, organizational, everything. It's really a lifestyle. It's not an app. It's a lifestyle. So for
us non-technical, less average brained people like myself and Gil, Evernote is basically just a way to stay organized.
Yeah, but it's not just as I was saying, it's not just an app. There's a notebook that you can buy to
I've seen that.
Yeah, to write in.
One of my bosses, the VPs in the hotel had one of those.
Yeah, and Post-it notes. 3M made an integration with Evernote where if you just take a picture of the Post-it, it goes right to Evernote.
Wow.
It becomes a special. So it is a lifestyle. It isn't just an app.
And your involvement with Evernote was? Drumroll.
So when Evernote was just starting up, I was asked to head up the support department to build the infrastructure that would grow over the years, to tie in all of the teams together, the engineering, the QA, the marketing, everybody together, and build support itself.
Cool.
So myself and my husband became technical support and customer service over the years, and we were there for 6 years.
Wow.
So.
And you were employee number?
Around 8, depending on the numbering, because it was a merger company.
You were within the first 10.
Wow.
Yes.
That's very cool. And obviously this is where you met your husband. When you guys came into the studio today and we were chit-chatting in the conference room, I asked him, I said, better half or other half?
Yeah, but
he thought about it.
He's a big Hawaiian guy.
He's a big Hawaiian guy. Which
I don't get, yeah.
Well, I call it
something?
I call it a 9,000-mile adventure.
Oh, there you go. You know what was really impressive? You could tell, nobody can see because it's a radio, but you could tell on her face that she was humble and was said that with humility,
completely.
Exactly. It's wowing all of us,
right?
But, that's cool.
That's what makes Heather Wilde wild.
Yeah.
Well, that and her husband.
There you go.
Yeah,
big Hawaiian dude.
That's true. BCN cares. Anyway, so okay, and you were. I'm sorry, you were at. You were there at Evernote for how long?
About 6 years.
About 6 years. Okay, cool. And then, ultimately that just really propelled your career to get involved with the downtown project here in Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. Now, the business with Evernote, was that here in Vegas or were you somewhere else?
Well, Evernote is based in California, in Northern California, but with our support department, it was worldwide.
Oh.
So support, the way Evernote is founded, it believes that every office should be in every country that they touch. So whenever we would operate in a new country, we wanted to have new people on the ground there.
Yeah, cool.
So whenever there was a new support team to spin up, we had to be there with a new person. And so it was just years and years of remote teams.
That's very cool. Well, now we are pushing a break. We got a couple more minutes. I want to make sure that we bridge the gap from California here to Vegas. So how did you and your husband end up here in Vegas?
We were traveling around so much, flying around for Evernote, that we just got so tired of driving. We ended up coming to Vegas for the airport because McCarran, come on, it's like the best airport in the United States.
Except they are pushing to change the name because that's a whole other episode of BCN. But anyway.
So yeah, we settled here for the airport, and it's just an amazing airport. And then we stayed for the people.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you got plugged in, you dug some roots, you started your networking, you had connections, you knew people. God, do you know people? And then ultimately you got involved with ROCeteer. And I think that's probably a good point to go to break here. And when we come back, we'll visit some more with Heather Wilde, and she'll tell us all about who ROCeteer is and what a CTO does with ROCeteer. In the meantime, this segment was brought to us in part by Mr. Junk. Your junk is his business. Call Gil Stonebarger, 702-354-3870. BCN Talk, where businesses tune in to thrive. Back in 2 minutes.
Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Paulette Simon here with CMG Financial. Did you know that the home buying process starts with a good mortgage professional? Reach out to me at 702-336-9179 or on the web psimon.cmgfi.com, and let's get you moved today.
Hey, you're looking mighty chipper this morning.
Sure am. I just got out of my networking meeting.
Oh, yeah? Which one was that?
Business Connections of Nevada, but most Vegas professionals know it as BCN.
All right, BCN. I've heard of them. Are you getting anything out of it?
Actually, the relationships I built and the strategic alliances I've developed have helped me to grow my business substantially, not to mention the exposure and credibility factor I've achieved.
Yeah, but aren't their fees kind of high?
Nope, there's no monthly fees or annual fees, and everything else is pay as you go.
Yeah, but aren't you required to recruit and attend?
Well, members are always encouraged to bring new professionals to the group, but they're not penalized if they don't.
Wow, I didn't realize all that. I guess I had it all wrong.
Well, duh, I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, give me the info for the next meeting.
Well, they have a website, a Facebook page, a meetup page.
Whoa, I'm driving here.
Oh, keep your hands on the wheel. Just go to meetup.com and search Business Connections of Nevada. You'll find their calendar, member list, and all sorts of other goodies. That's meetup.com. Search Business Connections of Nevada.
Well, I guess I'm out of excuses. I'll be there.
Yes, you are.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? You deserve the best. Joni Bunker with Realty One Group. Short sales, foreclosures, traditional sales. I do it all with just one call. 702-232-4647. Joni sells VegasHomes.com. Call me today and let's get moving.
Hello, my name is Dave Padgett. Along with my business partner, Richard Shaw, we founded D&R House of Diamonds. We are both GIA-trained experts and have a combined 49-plus years in the jewelry industry. When you have a minute, check out our reviews online at Yelp.com or Google+. If you like what you see, please book an appointment to come see us. We'd love to be your private jeweler. You can contact us at dnrdiamonds.com or call us at 702-758-3421. D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable every day.
Isn't out.
This is cool. I like that. We should do jazz more often.
It's got a refined flavor to it.
It's got something. It's got something.
Exactly.
I feel more sophisticated.
That's right.
If only they knew.
That's right.
I know.
I sold a smoking jacket on eBay once, by the way.
Ooh, how much?
Yeah, it was like $40-$50.
Holy profit margin.
Not bad, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Vegas, welcome back. BCN Talk, where businesses tune in to thrive and obviously mellow out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Morgen here, Gil Stonebarger, Bobcat over the boards.
Brandy, a cigar.
Little brandy, little cigars. Anyway.
Smoking.
Yeah. Speaking of smoking, give us a call, 702-483-4444. Hopefully you weren't before you call, or if you were, join the conversation on Facebook. You like that lead-in? I love that.
There you go.
I'm getting good at this radio shtick. Go to Facebook.com, do a quick search, BCN Talk, join the conversation there. This segment was brought to us in part by Eagle Innovators, from conception to completion and maintenance beyond. Call Michael Booth, 702-787-2807. Now,
they're giving me some bids as we now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the process. Yeah.
Very cool.
Had them out to my community center. And,
thorough, professional.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, very, very.
How was he with the jokes?
We really didn't get around to that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Strangely enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, all right. So back to business. Hanging out with us today, we've got Heather Wilde, CTO of ROCeteer. So, all right, I think we've laid some pretty healthy foundations. So let's talk about ROCeteer, and that's ROCeteer, ROCeteer.
As opposed to the movie.
As opposed to the movie.
Yes.
Or a rocket ship. Because that's where my head went.
Oh, I got you.
But,
well, that was ROCeteer. It was,
yeah.
Anyway.
And I got the mind of a 5-year-old. Anyway. Okay, so ROCeteer, why, what, how? Had to.
So, ROCeteer is based on the ROCs of downtown. It's return on collisions, return on community, return on capital, return on co-learning. There can be a whole bunch of ROCs, but
we could keep that going all day.
Exactly. Any nice C word, ROC. And so I'm the CTO, but I'm also the unicorn whisperer. So that's
all right. Now wait a minute.
Yeah,
hold
there's
on.
A backstory.
We need to stop the interview right here. What is a unicorn whisperer?
A position that's not really in demand much. Go ahead.
Well, actually, in Silicon Valley, a unicorn is $1 billion company. So the unicorn whisperer is the person that can help you become a unicorn.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Suddenly, I'm really into unicorns.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'll speak lower if it's okay, if you want. I mean, if that helps.
So, as the CTO, it's my job not only to help ROCeteer itself develop its technological vision,
right,
but I also help the people in the Tony Hsieh ecosystem.
Oh, cool.
Develop theirs, and I coach them to be better.
Okay, not to be silly, but I heard a rumor that Tony actually has elves. True or false?
I think that's true.
He has what?
Elves. The man has elves.
Oh, elves.
I've seen emails from his elves.
I thought you said owls, and I was thinking, what is he,
it's
Harry
Tony.
Potter wizard?
I'm sure he has owls too, but my reference was elves.
I've seen people walking around Zappos with elf hats on.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. All right. So for the folks that aren't as technically inclined, or at all, like myself, what is ROCeteer? I mean, in a nutshell.
So ROCeteer is a coaching, mentoring, training, and consulting firm that's been founded and funded to help the startup community that's in Tony Hsieh's ecosystem. So that's like Vegas Tech Fund, Downtown Project,
work in progress,
things like that. People in the container park.
Oh, good.
So the people downtown, because it really helps the community to help each other. Like people in the early stages of a company, as you said before, they really need the help.
Right.
But they couldn't afford to go get it themselves. So we've been funded to do that.
Oh, good.
Wow. That's amazing.
Now, see, that's what corporations should be doing. That's the kind of stuff. Yeah.
So, okay, question. Vegas Tech Fund Downtown Project Ecosystem. How does that benefit from access to the ROCeteer team?
So all they need to do is contact us.
Oh, that easy?
That easy.
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's not in this day and age.
Shut the front door.
All they need to do, like if they are part of the Tony Hsieh ecosystem, all they need to do is go to our website, fill out the contact form, and that's it.
Wow.
Now, you know what? There's a lot of people that have a lot of different opinions about the Downtown Project and Tony Hsieh, but what I will say, hold on, this is my take. This is my take.
Yeah.
My take is this. A few years ago, if you passed Las Vegas Boulevard on Fremont, you're either looking for a prostitute or crack,
yep,
or maybe both if you're convenient.
Exactly.
Now, you can go and have a nice drink.
Yep.
You can go and have a nice slice of pizza.
Container Park's full.
Container Park is at 100% capacity.
Yep.
And Becky was giving me a signal that could only be compared to that of like, never mind. I'm not going to. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, one of my favorite places to eat, Latai.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Love
Latai. Is lovely.
You know what? I got to get my fix. I've been foaming at the mouth the last couple of weeks. That's a different story. Anyway, I believe that Mr. Shea has done for downtown, and really what he's done for Vegas is kind of what a long time ago Mr. Wynn did for the Strip. In a little bit of a different format, don't get me wrong, but just as far as the business, the reshaping, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, am I way off?
No, and talk about humble. He doesn't like this.
Way humble.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I have mixed, I have reservations about anything, and that includes the downtown project, but you're right. I mean, and I respect that, unlike, and he is giving back all the time.
By large and far.
I mean, he's getting it, yes, but that's part of entrepreneur. That's capitalism. That's what we're all doing.
Right.
Every one of us would like to be Tony Shea. Let's face it.
And with everything that's going on down there, and especially ROCeteer's contribution, where do you see downtown Las Vegas in 3 years, heck, 5 years?
I see it continuing to thrive like it is. I mean, like new businesses are constantly coming into the container park. They're breaking ground on a new club right across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The bunkhouse just opened. There's new things coming in, and I see in 3 years, just Ogden developed more down towards Maryland,
spreading out.
Yeah, it's going to spread out,
right.
And it's as you said, it's a safer place for people to go.
And,
and I mean, I know that as a woman, I feel safe there at night.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And I mean, we've got to also give some kudos here for the community involvement. I mean, Metro's done a great job of beefing stuff up down there too. So, kudos to Tony. Kudos to Metro. I
ROCeteer.
And kudos to ROCeteer, of course. Man. Well, now, you know what, though? Whenever we talk about progress like this, there's always challenges.
Yeah.
There's always opportunities. So Heather, what do you think the biggest challenges that startups face in that downtown community?
Well, I think they're similar to the challenges that a startup faces anywhere. I mean, there's always people. I mean, for the small businesses, it's lack of foot traffic. They don't have the people coming down that they do on the Strip.
Right.
So getting people to come to the container park and see those businesses there, that's difficult. I mean, having more people walk that extra block over from Fremont Street, getting people even just to come down to Fremont Street,
right?
That would be an awesome thing.
Because there are a lot of people in Las Vegas who won't go down to Fremont Street. They won't even go downtown.
Exactly.
Well, no, because people only think about Fremont Street for the Fremont Street experience. Yeah. They're not thinking about Shea Country. Well, I call it Shea Country.
Yeah.
Everything from basically Fremont East to 11th, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then when we talk about the challenges, we also got to talk about opportunities. And the first thing that came to my mind, remember, Gil, you mentioned, I think, in one of your news reports, that movie theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about opportunity. And as Heather's saying about foot traffic, I think that theater is going to help. What do you think, Heather?
Oh, definitely. I mean, having a movie theater, like any kind of a Metroplex or anything down there would be awesome, because then people come out, they naturally want to eat.
Because that's who I am, I don't always go along with the flow here. One of the things that I've seen, one of the criticisms that I've seen in print is the fact that it's all bars and restaurants, and there's not really that much real technology or real business going on.
No. You know what? Let me say something. I'm sorry. I only because I've been there myself. I've gotten work done. Gold Spike. Yeah. Now at night, I'm getting a finger pointed to me. Unfortunately, it's not the middle.
I know.
Yeah. No. Thank you for. I know I hit a hot button here, because Gold Spike, you could go down there on a Friday or Saturday, or even almost any weeknight,
right?
And it's a party happening.
Yeah.
Okay, but you go down there during the day, okay, and literally you've got everybody from that tech community hanging out, laptops open, who knows what kind of ideas, And business is being had there. True or false, Heather?
I have meetings at the Gold Spike all the time. It's a lovely place to go. It's so wonderful. It's so welcoming. I mean, you walk in there and it's like a Cheers bar. Everyone knows your name. You just after the first time, the security guard knows who you are. They're like, "Oh, hey, welcome back."
Yeah, but aren't most of the people that are in there either Zappo employees or people who work at the other restaurants?
No, they're just people from downtown or even from Summerlin coming in to hang out with people downtown.
Gotcha.
It's great.
Huh? And also just 3 words: portobello mushroom sandwich. That's all.
It doesn't always come back to food.
They also have.
It didn't come back to bacon.
It's the only place in town I know that you can order a tea and they give you 3 different kinds of tea bags and like a honey preparation.
Wow,
who knew?
It's awesome.
Well, I know we got a few more minutes left here. Coaching. I mean, that's the big deal here. That's what you do. It's where you come from. How does coaching benefit founders and entrepreneurs? Because that is essentially what you do.
Yeah. So coaching is mega important because a lot of times people already know what they need to do, but they don't really understand it. Like they don't have that gut check, and they really need to listen to themselves.
Get a kick in the shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you need a different viewpoint, an outside viewpoint sometimes.
Well, no, a coach actually doesn't give you any advice. No, a coach just is a mirror for you.
Right.
They will just draw the right questions. They'll just keep asking and asking and asking until you come to the answer yourself.
Ah.
And that's a very important part of coaching. So sometimes the questions they ask, almost always the questions they ask will lead to other questions in your brain, and you might have to go away and look stuff up.
Oh, the whole brainstorming thing, huh?
Well, yeah. But it'll be brainstorming inside yourself, and it'll make something click. And or maybe you'll realize that there's a chokehold on yourself that is holding you back, and you can't move forward. The reason your business isn't going forward because you've got something.
Oh, I understand that. Mine's a full-time job. That holds me back from my...
There it is.
House payment and car payment.
Well, but that's what coaching does.
Yeah, gotcha.
And it's super important for a startup.
Very good.
Well, like we do with all of our guests, we're of course going to get all your contact information blasted out on all of our social media. In the meantime, how can people get a hold of you, and what would be the best reason to get a hold of you?
Well, you can reach me. All my info is on ROCeteer.com on the crew page, or you can get me on Twitter at Heathriel, Heathriel, where I am literally all the time. So. Very cool, very cool. Well, this segment was brought to us in part by Vault Payments Group. Improved cash flow, easy setup, low rates, no brainer. Call me, Robert Morgen, 772-772-2260. Back in 2 minutes.
You gotta take a stand, it don't have to hide.
Did you know every 2 minutes in America, a woman is sexually assaulted? Educate, equip, and empower yourself with our Damsel in Defense stun guns, pepper sprays, and other tools to keep you safe. Don't be a statistic. Call me, Becky Stonebarger, direct at 702-839-8586. That's 702-839-8586. Stay safe with Damsel in Defense.
Hi, this is Kerr from Chauncey Insurance. When was the last time you checked your insurance coverage? Talk to me about your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance with convenient payment plans to fit your needs. We are located at the corner of Tropicana and Rainbow. I invite you to contact me at 702-458-2282 or email kurt@chaunceyinsurance.com.
When was your AC last checked? Windy City Air Conditioning is Vegas's choice in AC and heating repair. Commercial and residential, licensed, bonded, and insured. Check out windycityair.net or call 702-932-7284 and tell them you heard about it on BCN Talk.